Now, I'm sure most of you guys know by now that I'm 110% Aussie, and if you don't know what that means, it's Australian. Now, in Australia, we have a lot of big icons, and by big icons, I don't mean celebrities, I mean literal big statues of anything and everything. Now, these are spread all over the country, cities, rural towns, everywhere, and there is plenty of them. I'm not going to get to every single one today, but just the sort of main, more known ones. And I'm just going to be giving my opinion and ranking them because I can, and why not? Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't go and visit the ones that I put at the bottom. They're all really good to go and see. I'm just ranking them on how cool they are. So, yeah. Now, in 17th place is the Big Penguin, and this is located in the town Penguin in Tasmania. This penguin stands 3.15 metres tall, so it is about double the height of an average to shortish human. And if you can't tell, this town was named after a fairy penguin, and that is why this penguin is there. This statue was created on the 25th of October 1975, and the designer was a Goliath Cement Company. So yeah, pretty cool if you're into sea creatures. And number 16 is the Big Rocking Horse. Now, this is located in Adelaide Hills, South Australia, and this one is one of the biggest big icons in Australia. Now, this stands at 18 metres high, and you can actually climb to the top of it and have a good look out. And it's also located at an animal park, so you can go and feed the kangaroos and do stuff like that after. So pretty good location-wise. It is on the more basic design-wise, but you know, it's still pretty cool to see. Next one is the Big Potato, or Spud as a lot of us like to call it, and it's located in Robertson, New South Wales. This was built in 1977 by a local farmer in order to celebrate the production of potatoes in the area. Now, it's actually designed from the Sebago potato variety, as that was what they were growing around then, and it's about 10 metres long by 4 metres wide, so pretty big chunk of that one. In 14th place is the Big Apple, and this is located in Stanthorpe, Queensland. Now, it was built in 1978 by a local tradesman. It was actually originally painted green, but then got changed to red to resemble a Royal Gala apple. Now, this Big Apple is in the area which is called the Apple Country in Australia, in a region where orchards are considered a core aspect. Around this icon, you'll find heaps of apple pies and apple cider tastings, so pretty nice place to go. The next one is the Big Merino, and this is located at Goulburn in New South Wales, and it's to celebrate the region's fine wool industry. Now, this is actually a really massive statue. It comes in weighing 100 tonnes and measures 15.2 metres high and 18 metres long. It was built in 1985 in the middle of Goulburn, but in 1992, when the Hume Highway was created to bypass the town, they shifted it to 800 metres closer to the highway so it can get its views again. That's just because if you're going through a town in Australia and there's a big icon or anything to look at, you stop and have a look at it. But if you bypass the town, you don't get to see it. So good deserving closer to the highway spot there. Next is the Big Cassowary, and this is located at Wongaling in Queensland. Now, this stands 5 metres tall and is actually just put outside of the local shopping centre, so most people go past it every day. And it's to celebrate the town's most famous bird, the cassowary. Now, the small town is surrounded by the World Heritage Rainforest and the Great Barrier Reef, which the rainforest provides a very good habitat for the cassowary, so it is actually pretty common to come across one there. Now, in 11th, we've got the Big Bullock, and this is located in Rockhampton in Queensland. Now, Rocky actually has 7 large bullock statues, but this big white one is the main one, and it's to celebrate the beef industry around that area. The good thing about this is you don't just have to go to one spot to see the statue, they're located all through that city. So you get to travel around and enjoy the views. Next is the Golden Gumboot, and this is in Tully, Queensland. Now, as this is in tropical far north Queensland, they have an average rainfall that exceeds 4 metres. This monument is the town's unofficial status as Australia's wettest town. which you can tell that's symbolic by the green frog climbing up the gumboot, which is slipping down. Now they did touch up the paint on this one not that long ago, so it's looking nice and bright green with the frog, but very nice place to go and a good icon to see. In ninth, we've got the big kangaroo, and this is located outside Chevron's mega service station along the Bruce Highway in Queensland. Now, this kangaroo was Australia's mascot for the 1982 Brisbane Commonwealth Games. Now, it's actually 6 tonnes and it has been relocated several times, with it originally being at Kyborg. I think she's pretty cool. She's holding up that medal and she actually winks, so definitely a cool statue to go see. Next is the big lobster, and this is located on Limestone Coast in South Australia. This stands 17 metres tall and was built in 1979. His nickname is Larry the Lobster. There's a good icon for those lobster fishers in the area, and he's actually an entrance to Kingston for fish and chips, so decently nice place to head off to. In 7th, we've got the big easel, and this is located in Emerald, Queensland. This is a tribute to Vincent van Gogh's sunflower painting, which is a symbol for life and hope. Now, Emerald is just one of 7 cities in the whole world to be chosen to have one of these paintings there, and it's the only one in Australia. Now, this painting stands at a whopping 25 metres high and uses about 13.6 tonnes of steel. Now, it's actually a nod to Emerald's history as a major producer of sunflowers, built in 1999. If you're into looking at massive paintings, one of the best places to go to see that. In 6th, we've got the Big Prawn, and this is located in West Ballina in New South Wales. It was built in 1989 and was actually constructed tailless for some reason, and it was a nod to the local prawning industry where it actually was constructed next to a local service station. Now, that service station closed in 2010 and the Big Prawn faced demolition, but Bunnings Warehouse, good old Bunnings, never pass it up, came to the rescue for this prawn. They spent $400,000 restoring it, which included the addition of a 16-metre tail. Now it's located next to its saviour, and you can go and get some seafood across the road, so one of the best ones there. Now is the Big Pineapple, and this is in Woombye, Sunshine Coast, Queensland. Now, it was opened in 1971 on the existing plantation of pineapples in the area. Now, this pineapple stands at 16 metres tall, and it is right beside a distillery, treetop challenge and wildlife HQ. Now, this is probably one of the most famous big icons that we have in Australia. It's actually got a push to be the official mascot of the Brisbane 2032 Olympics, which, you know, why not? It'd be cool. Such an amazing area, definitely a good place to go. Now it's the Big Galah, and this is located in Kimba in South Australia. Now it's symbolic of Australia's native bird, the galah, and stands 8 metres high. It's actually shadowed over by 30-metre high grain silos, but they have been painted with beautiful murals right beside it. I just think this statue looks so cool, just the details on it. It's a very nice one to see. In 3rd place is the Big Kookaburra, and this is in Corrie, New South Wales. And this is Australia's most famous bird. It's a pretty good representation of what they look like, very, very accurate. And it's 4.5 metres tall. Now it's actually made out of recycled steel, aluminium and copper, so a bit different from most of these others, but it is a very beautiful statue. It's one of the lesser known Australian icons, but it's definitely worth to go and have a look at it because it is stunning. Now in 2nd is the Big Cane Toad, located in Serena, Queensland. Now people have actually nicknamed him Buffy, and he sits right in the middle of the main highway through this town. And he was made in honour of those large poisonous toads that are so prevalent in that area. You know, cane toads aren't the nicest thing, but I think he's pretty cool. And in number 1 is the Big Banana, which is located in Coffs Harbour, New South Wales. Now this is just so iconic because it is literally just a massive banana, and it's out the front of the Big Banana Fun Park. So amazing place to go, really nice town to go and see as well. Now it was created in 1964 and placed sort of right next to the main highway, so in a very visible spot. And it was to mark the original banana plantation at the time, but now it's just one of Australia's most known parks. Definitely one of the best big icons to go and see in Australia. So yeah, that was just my thoughts on some of the main big icons in Australia. If you've been to some or want to go and experience them, put them down in the comments. And make sure to subscribe, and I'll be back to talk some more crap. So see you next time.